Alright. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back to another episode of the Team Rocket podcast. My name is Jesse.
And I'm James.
And we're back, episode 62. James, you got the weather for me?
Of course. It's pretty shitty here in Winnipeg.
Yeah.
We're not Calgary, for sure. Like, Calgary's getting it even shittier than us. They're sitting at, like, minus 35. But, I mean, hey. That's
neither here nor there.
But, I mean, we're pretty bad ourselves. We're sitting at minus 17. Low of minus 21 and high of minus 16, so not very positive range of degrees there. Mostly being cloudy, but the past couple of days it's been snowing a shit ton, so we're getting a lot of powder snow powder that gets packed down into like hard, icy, slippery,
just
shitness.
Not fun.
The roads were just cleared like what
yesterday.
as of the last over the last 12 hours, right?
Yes. And it's still a mess.
Crazy.
Yeah. It's almost, when they clear it, I almost kind of don't like it sometimes because it's just like, it packs it down. Yeah. And now it's just ice. Now I have like nothing to grip. Because at least the snow, like, it'll slow you down if you kind of make a mistake. Mm-hmm. But, shit, yo. I can't brake on that packed down shit, yo.
No.
That's scary, bro.
I just wish they maybe if they instead hovered maybe an inch off of the ground. I mean, I think they do sometimes in some areas.
Or if they groove it somehow. have a spinning gear or something that kind of cuts into the snow.
Yeah. So maybe have it where it's scooping the bulk of the snow, mm-hmm. but then it's hovering over like a gear or something that's puts imprints in the snow.
Yeah. So at least I can brake.
Yeah. And at least there's not deep snow ruts, right?
True. Exactly.
Because that's the thing that makes it shitty to drive on.
Mm-hmm. Because once you catch one of those things, dude, yeah. I spun my car hitting one of those things, bro. Oh my god.
You went sideways?
Yeah, I think it hit the wheel weird, and then it pulled on it, and it spun the car around. And I was like, I'm gonna die. Thankfully, it was earlier in the day, so there isn't that many people around me, but fuck me, dude. I'm not excited for when it does, or if it does. I'm gonna manifest if it does hit, mm-hmm. Under minus 30. But, who's cold, bro.
At least it hit after the holidays.
That's true. That is true.
Mild holidays is definitely a blessing last year to end the year off.
Yeah, with mild temperatures.
And here I thought just last week thinking, maybe this will last a little bit longer. Then this week hits and I was like,
you fucking jinxed it.
Shit.
This is your fault, bro. Yeah, this weather is because of James. Yeah.
Damn.
My God.
My bad, y'all. Hey, that's what I get for hoping for us to have good weather. You know. This is the only circumstance where I am an advocate for global warming.
The only time.
The only time.
Yeah.
Where I wish I was in a warmer climate. This time of year. Because usually, because now that it's hit, it's for sure going to last till April, May.
Yeah, because it hits so late, bro.
Yeah. It'll be, if it's not minus 10, if it's not rising back up to minus 10 by end of April, it'll still be fucking slushy as shit.
Yeah.
Till middle May, right?
Or dare I say June.
Dare I say June. Yeah. Hey, who knows? Maybe we're both wrong. It'll be nice by beginning of
February.
April.
March. I said February.
February's wishful thinking, yo.
February? That's for sure global warming. Oh my God.
That's why this is in prophecy. This is the end times.
Oh God, yeah.
With the weathers, all these natural things happening.
that naturally means that the Lord is coming.
Yeah, you know that was
The nature feels it.
They said this thousands of years ago that this would happen more consistently.
They said it in the Revelations.
See, now look what
Mm-hmm.
we had. It was warm last week. Now it's cold. You know that's why you have to repent now. Because the Lord is coming soon.
You have to come back to. I have to. You have to come back to. Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, speaking of.
The Lord can't save us from shitty weather, but the Lord didn't save the person that we're about to talk about today either. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So speaking of cold and repenting, which he didn't do, we're gonna talk about Mr. Epstein. I don't know if you guys have heard. The Epstein files have been being released more recently, so we're getting a deep dive into what this history is, and what's been going on.
Okay, I wouldn't say it's like that deep of a dive because we're not like breaking down all the thousands of released documents, and we don't know everything.
There's over 2,000 pages of documents that I did not want to read.
Yes.
I watched a Netflix documentary.
Yeah, I watched a couple of YouTube videos.
Yeah, so...
And we have a Wikipedia open.
Let's just call this not a deep dive, but a shallow stride.
Yeah.
Shallow stride?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're like...
Can I hear your toes
wading around in the shallow end, the kiddie pool side of the swimming pool.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the
kiddie pool.
Yeah.
This is a kiddie pool version of Jeffrey Epstein.
You know when you're taking swimming lessons and you stay on the shallow end, and then as you're like slowly working your way through the levels and you're advancing your swimming skills, you're like, oh, I'm slowly moving closer and closer towards the deeper end.
Yes.
We're for sure like by the stairs, like where like it's so shallow that you can walk up the stairs.
Oh, you know,
like, we're for sure like right there. Like
you know where
3
we
foot,
are?
don't dive in.
You know where we are? So you explained that whole pool, right?
Yeah.
But you know how like there's that outside section with the window where the parents watch?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got there. Yeah,
maybe by the end we'll be in that. We just walk down the stairs. We're like, oh, my nuts are cold. Ooh.
Yeah.
Speaking of nuts, yo, Jeffrey Epstein is nuts, yo.
Oh, he's nuts, man.
He's actually nuts.
And I know we tend to make some very... We joke around on this podcast. We know this is a very serious issue, just a preface.
Yeah, fuck that fucking bastard. I wish he didn't fucking die so that he could serve out his entire sentence like he deserved. And more, yo.
Absolutely. I wish he was saying to a CIA black site that did questionable things to him in response to the questionable things he's done. And on that note, let us begin our entry into the swimming pool of what is Jeffrey Epstein? Yes. Okay.
Diving into Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, see, already, guys, we know this is serious, but fuck, we don't take us seriously, but don't. Whatever. Who's Jeffrey Epstein? I have Wikipedia open. Conveniently. So they open up with...
ugly ass photo, by the way.
There is no good photo of this guy. He's always like has this weird smirk. He's like...
Yeah, it's like... Are you trying to be cool, or are you like...
It's like... He always looks like he's like scheming.
I don't even know. Is that like a photo taken like... It's because it's not a mugshot, but it's like... Was it taken at like a detention center or something?
It's actually his final mugshot in 2019.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess clearly I don't know.
I
thought it would be like... I thought mugshots were like specifically the ones with like the
thing, right? Maybe they cut it out, but this is his sex offender registry photo.
Jesus.
He's smiling in this one too. He's Look, he has smirking.
What a fucking smirking guy.
Jesus Christ. There's a door of his $77 million mansion, and this is all the cases. Oh, this is a little bit of his wealth.
Even like his younger pictures of him, he looks like that fucking prick in high school that you're like, oh my god, we get it, you know some shit, you don't have a fucking life, but you want to be cool. Holy shit.
Yeah, like this one right.
Fucking punch
like,
you, dude.
Like this one right here, yo.
Yeah, look at that guy. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh my god. And that's not even like me saying that after knowing what he did.
No, just like face value.
Because like when I was first hearing about it, like maybe last year or maybe like, because I've heard the name thrown around like a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But then I only really started hearing about shit about him like last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I first saw pictures, I was like, okay, so what's this shit's going on with this guy? And I see a picture, I'm like, oh, this guy looks fucking annoying, yo. And then I hear about the shit that he was up to, and I was like, oh god, now his face is even more annoying to me.
Yeah, knowing what's behind the face. Yeah. It's like, oh god, dude, his fucking like what's that thing called when you
aneurysm,
decomposition.
What?
Deposition.
What
did I say?
Decomposition. He's actually decompositioning right now.
Yeah, that's facts. I have a theory about that though, but not right now. We're gonna get to that. Mm-hmm. But in his deposition, I swear, like most of the interview was like, I want to use my Fifth Amendment right or something.
Yeah, to remain silent.
Yeah, I'm just like, you're stupid, yo. Fuck.
Or maybe he knew he was so full of himself that if he did speak, he would misspeak and expose himself.
Probably. Or it's just like, or if he said like denied something on the record, knowing that he was like, he promised to be truthful then that would, even just that alone would bite him in the ass and put him in jail.
Right.
Not even the things that he actually did, which is the sex offender shit.
Right. Especially if he doesn't know that, especially if there's a chance that there's evidence out against what he could be denying.
Fucking Fifth Amendment, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But, sorry guys. Who's Jeffrey Epstein?
I wish he practiced the Fifth Amendment earlier in his life, where he just kept silent instead of trying to say shit or do shit.
I wish his mom's lips stayed shut too, so that this would never happen. Fuck. That was the bad joke. I'm just gonna. Jeffrey Edward Epstein, January 20, 1953 to August 10, 2019, was an American financier and sex offender. Born and raised in New York City, Epstein began his teaching at a Dalton school despite lacking a college degree. After his dismissal from the school in 1975, he entered the banking and finance sector, working at Bear Stearns in various roles before starting his own firm.
Yes, sir.
Epstein developed an elite social circle and procured many women and children whom he and his sexual associates sexually abused. I don't even want to bother looking into his professional life, yo. Like, the stories, man, of, like, from what I saw in the documentary, just, like, how he literally set up, like, a pyramid scheme for not just, like, prostitutes, but underage prostitutes.
Yeah.
I was just like, dude, make a quick buck doing massages, and then in the middle of the massage, then you guys do like sketchy shit.
Yeah.
Like,
live out his fantasies.
Like, bro, like, I didn't want to get into it on the YouTube space right now because I feel like we'll all get to that. But this guy's messed up.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like took advantage of people who knew who couldn't like what's it called, do anything about it.
Yeah.
I think on the documentary he specifically targeted people like who were like in need or like he could leverage easily.
Yeah, I heard a couple of the victims. I'm not even saying alleged, because like a lot of these like articles that I've seen, or like when people talk about it in public or whatever, say alleged victims. I'm like, fuck that, yo. They're literally victims, yo.
There's
For
literally
real.
a photo of Prince what's his name?
Prince Andrew.
Prince Andrew with one of the girls that he raped. So if you guys haven't seen that Prince Andrew interview where he's trying to like defend himself against that photo, jokes.
Bro's a clown, yo.
I don't sweat. I used to don't sweat. Okay, whatever, bro. If the British royal family sees this, well, shit, get your man straight, bro.
Well, shit. Maybe we could do. Maybe it's crazy that he had the kind of money to do. He was that bored enough and that sick enough to be using British royal money to
the taxpayers' money to hire
shit. What the fuck?
hire not just a prostitute, but an underage prostitute.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not to say that I'm like for prostitution, but like when you're an adult, you make your decisions as long as you know. But when you're not fully aware of what's going on, and you don't know fully the implications of your decisions, dare I say that adults do, but like taking advantage of someone who's not an adult yet, fuck you, man. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Because that shit, it literally defines the course of your life.
Yeah. One of the victims, I was watching this interview with this one lady was doing an interview with one of the victims, and she was describing, the victim was describing how she was like in high school at the time, but she was like living in like a rough trailer park, like from a broken home. She
She was a
14 years
runaway.
old,
Yeah.
and then like apparently she was like handpicked because she was like working a job as like at like some resort as like a locker room attendant or something.
I remember this one.
But she was like, obviously, like that's like she was saying, obviously I'm prime target for someone like Jeffrey Epstein because like I'm not even like legal age yet, and like who's gonna believe the testimony of a girl who's like a runaway, not even fit, high school dropout, who doesn't know shit and was working for Epstein for like a quick buck.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like someone who's in need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was in it for a quick buck,
Yeah.
and Jeffrey Epstein was in it for a quick fuck. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's actually crazy, bro.
Try not to laugh at that, but yeah. How did you pull that out so fast, yo? Oh my God, James. That was like, there wasn't like that. The idea wasn't funny. It's just James. James is funny,
bro.
James is funny. Yo. Just to clarify that, I'm not laughing at the situation, guys. Fuck. I know cancel culture is big nowadays, so I'm just covering my bases, guys.
Yeah.
But
no, we're laughing at the absurdity. You're laughing at the absurdity of the fact that this was able to be
a thing
pulled off
right?
for so long.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
It was like the first. Sorry, you go first.
No, you go first.
No, you go first.
You go first.
You go
Rock,
first.
paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors.
Fuck.
You first.
Yeah. The first report
Mm-hmm.
was in 1996.
Yeah.
The first report.
Yeah.
So the first person who actually came forward. So who like I'm pretty sure there was like also like there was like one art. Oh no, that was the report. But I'm sure there was like other people before that report that this had happened to.
That's like what, 26 years ago?
96?
28?
No, 22. It's 2024 right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
96? Wait, 96? I'm 97.
How old are you?
I'm 26. So 27.
37.
28.
Can't do math.
28. I think it's 28. 96? Yeah, I think 28. Because I turned 26 last year.
Right.
And this year I'm turning 27.
Okay, so 27.
And I'm 97. So then it's 28. That's 28 years. Right. right? All I have to do is add one. Right? So I'm 28.
How about this? How would we? What's the year to this year?
2024 minus 1996.
What? 96. 28 years.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. See, I that's proof I barely passed grade 12.
Hey,
I graduated applied, you graduated pre-cal.
Yeah, but
See?
here's the thing, but you retained more than I did. Yeah, this was like 22 years ago. Fuck. But 28 years, and the documents were declassified this week. It's 2020 fucking 4.
Like it's insane that like it took this much pressure, public pressure, to where it got to it took this much public pressure, and where the power of the wealthy couldn't stop it from being unsealed any longer. Like it just goes to show how much power these people and associates of Jeffrey Epstein had over those documents and extra evidence that they did have control over from being exposed, right?
Yeah, and like who knows what else is hidden.
And these are like global elites, politicians, business moguls,
people associated,
fucking Wall Street traders, fucking celebrities,
like leadership of the United States government.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Global leadership, political leaders, right? It's crazy.
Yeah. Like, bro, like, I remember one of the examples in that documentary was like, when Trump and Clinton were like running against each other, and Epstein had both of them in his pocket. Like, it's just like, wow, what the fuck? Like, man, like, that's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was in the pocket of like basically the most powerful person on the planet.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, dude. And it's like, what's it called? Speaking of associates, let's go through the list. The one I am very pissed at right now is what's his name? Alex Acosta. Mm-hmm. What is he?
The district
attorney, DDA.
Yeah.
In Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deputy district attorney, or was he?
Basically, he at that point he had the power to put Jeffrey Epstein away for a long time, but instead he gave him what's it called? He didn't even charge him for like any like sexual offense or like charge him as
he didn't have to register.
He'd have to register. It was literally the charge was procuring
of underage,
procuring of prostitution.
Yeah.
And it's just like, dude, he was the one on the bed. Like, what do you mean procuring? Like, I don't know the exact
procuring, like he's like sourcing, like he's like, oh, I'm
like
just the source.
He was like the messenger.
I'm just making the connection.
Shut the fuck up, bro. You were the one on the fucking bed.
like bro.
Dude. Procuring my ass, yo. Like, come on. And it's not like one or two witnesses. It was like a bunch of people, dozens if not close to 100. I remember like the chart they had like when they were, because Epstein's way was basically like he'd recruit a girl and then he'd get that girl to recruit other girls.
Yeah.
So pyramid scheme basically.
Yeah.
It was crazy how far that line went.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like, what was it? Because it was only because one girl came home after being assaulted at like his Palm Springs estate to her parents, and then her parents were like, "Wait, what?" And then they brought her to the story to the police.
no,
the police
actually, what happened is because two girls got over the fight. The two girls got in a fight, and then when it was broken up, like I think the parents found like $200 on one of the girls, or they were fighting over that $200. It's just like, oh, where the fuck did this come from? And it's just like, oh, like this guy's giving it out for a quick massage.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when it's just like, okay, this is fucked up. Police. Yeah.
Right.
Fuck, man. Like, so if that never happened, like, who knows how much longer that would have gone.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, it's crazy how much of an accident that seemed like. Because it wasn't like, oh, hey mom, like, someone paid me to do a massage, got paid for it. Like, no, it was just like they happened to find the money after a fight that could or couldn't have happened.
Yeah.
That they could have not have caught. So it's just like, ugh.
One quick point that just came to mind is the fact that a lot of people, I say this very generally, but then like in terms of like media, movies, or especially like recent movies or whatever, like to paint illegal activities like this, like human trafficking, or like drug affiliation, right? Or big scandals as associated with like people of color or like other marginalized groups as being like the masterminds of the evil, right? But then it's like, this is a straight white American man.
Yeah. Living in what was that fucking area? Like Palm Springs? Like literally the rich area of Florida. Literally, like they have their own like, it was like he was like door to door with powerful white men. Like, yeah,
Powerful straight white man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Right? Well, we're worried about it. We're worried about all these other groups.
You know.
We're worried about all these other groups who are doing all the sick shit, right?
Yep.
Hey, that's just a random point I brought up.
That's neither.
Especially with that
That's neither here nor there.
that's neither here nor there.
Neither here nor there. Wow.
If you want your episode uncensored,
we don't have enough people for Patreon yet. So fucking tell your friends, or tell us how we can make this podcast better so you can get more of your friends to subscribe. Because yes, we'd love to improve. No, I don't have that much time to research, but if you tell me straight up, we will change.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you have something that you want us to talk about, or something that you'd want to see us do, we would love to do it.
Or if you want us to have like intro music, please send us the link to like the fucking rules about how that works, because we don't know how the fuck to use our own fucking music without getting copyrighted and muted out. So
like, remember when we were planning on trying to do was it the intro from the song OMG by New Jeans?
Yeah, fuck. I know.
That was sick.
So sick. Wait, I want to actually get a subscription to Artlist.io because they have that fucking... This is not paid, by the way. Artlist.io has a thing called Sound Match. You type in the URL to, like, say OMG, then they'll find something, like, just as similar on the same vibe. And apparently it's really good. Like, a bunch of creators I follow use this shit. So, I might test it out. You might have a fucking intro.
What if you, like, pitched it or sped it up? whoa. And that kind of sounds like it, yeah. That kind of sounded like it.
Wait, I don't even know if I sang the right song.
I think so. I was just saying that.
We're ending this podcast right now. It was a good day. What was I singing?
I don't know.
I was singing the other one. Oh fuck! It was oh fuck! It's like a TikTok song. Oh fuck!
It definitely wasn't this. Oh, Perfect Night.
It was either that or it was another one. But yeah, OT, it wasn't what I was singing. It wasn't at all. Sorry. This is gonna get muted out, bro. Oh my god. Oh, that was start the year off strong, I guess. Okay. Let's talk more about Jeffrey Epstein so we can cringe about something else. Where were we?
The shitty lawyer.
Costa. Fucking... Yeah, he had the power to put Jeffrey Epstein away the first time. And I gave him a 13-month sentence at a county jail where the door was always open. He ate whatever he wanted. He wasn't with like other inmates. So it was basically a bad motel, as per like I literally ripped that off of the Netflix documentary. It's just like what the fuck. That's not jail.
That was when again? Do you remember?
This was 2006.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And then after his sentence, he was supposed to be on like house arrest or something. But I think there's a private investigator they interviewed too, and it's just like he had photos of Epstein like sneaking out of his house like in one of the cars like in the back or something. And then it was funny. This guy's kind of funny. Like he's like really like blunt and like kind of like cowboy shit. And he's like, there was like one instance where he kind of got him on video. He's like, hey, smile, Jeffrey. And then he kind of like fucking like straight on like in front of a hotel. It was just fucking jokes. I love this investigator. Nice. I don't remember your name, but shouts to you.
Shout outs to you.
Yeah.
Keep doing your shit, bro.
Fuck. But what else was there? Who else was... I think we were talking about associates too. Other associates. I don't know what else you know about Alex Acosta. I guess that wasn't even the tip of the. That wasn't even the whole thing, because it's just like, oh, why did Alex Acosta do that? Only give him a 13-month sentence. Also, the victims didn't know until after it was all said and done, so they had no say in it.
Yeah.
So on top of all that, when Trump became president, Alex Acosta became the head of labor or something.
Yes.
Something of the labor board or something.
Yeah.
Or something labor. In the president's cabinet or something. I don't know all of the roles.
In this, I heard in the same role, he would also have. He would also oversee like the regulation and the investigations into like human trafficking, which is also ironic because of what Epstein was involved in, which is allegedly clearly linked in terms of like, oh, we'll loosen up this as long as we can get money flowing, and it's a win-win for us. And also, like, I heard with like the bullshit sentence that he got, apparently he was like, he was allowed to like leave his like to do work related stuff for like 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
Like he would like leave in the morning in the limousine, go do his shit, of course with nefarious intent, and then come back at like 11 p.m. to spend the night at the prison.
He just basically was just sleeping there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's fucking bullshit, yo. Like, what? You're fucking, you have all this shit against you so far, allegedly, and then I heard it was like one of the not like, I wouldn't say like the first time, but the most infamous case of that being allowed on a federal level.
It sounds like it.
I'm like, damn.
Like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Money make the world go around, apparently.
Yeah. Yep. Money, man. Jesus Christ. So, that's one person, Alex Acosta, that was on his fucking... that he was linked to. There's also Donald Trump. There's also Bill Clinton. Donald Trump, I'm almost just like, okay, whatever. This guy's kind of crazy anyways. He's associated with anything and everything.
Yeah,
but
money attracts money.
Yeah. So, I'm not saying it didn't mean anything, but also, compared to, like, how Bill Clinton treated the whole thing, like, Bill Clinton was on the fucking plane. He was in the island for sure. But then he was, like, straight up like, oh, I wasn't even on the plane. Whatever, dude. Like, if you gotta go as far as to say that, like, and then, even though it was proven, come on, man. The fuck?
Yeah.
And I don't know much about Bill Clinton, but he doesn't seem that great, so.
Yeah. Well, it was like, what's it called? Apparently, like, apparently with the Trump connection, a lot of people are trying to like find fault in him being like accused with being involved with underage girls, and of course he was acquainted with Jeffrey Epstein and has had meals with him. Like, even there was a quote of him saying like, "Oh, Jeffrey Epstein, he's a terrific guy. He likes beautiful women just like me, but just more on the younger side." And like, so clearly he knows
something.
He knows something's up.
Yeah.
And like, that doesn't say that he was directly involved in practicing in a similar sense to the literally the same extent that Jeffrey Epstein was, but the fact that like he knows vaguely and clearly had the money and later on the power to do something about it shows that like the fact that he did nothing is just as much of a testament to guilt and accountability as having been involved in the first place. You know.
No, that's facts. That's facts.
And that goes for everybody that's involved.
Everyone involved.
And everybody that knows about him that hasn't been exposed yet or has been exposed. No matter what side of the fucking political spectrum
or if you're in a wheelchair or not.
Yeah. Whether you're wherever you stand or sit on that spectrum. Speaking of sit on the spectrum, there was a meme going around because like apparently there has been like photos that were released of Stephen Hawking, the late great Stephen Hawking.
Not the way you
the cosmologist and astrophysicist.
Yo, why are you mocking this dead guy? Yo, he's already in a wheelchair, man.
Fuck off, yo.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that it doesn't matter how smart or how dumb, how rich or how poor you are, everybody has some way of being linked and being held accountable for being connected to this man's. But like the reason why he was brought up was because there was pictures of him on one of the islands, one of Epstein's islands, because Epstein like would do this thing. It was like a pretty.
I just thought of the meme.
I'll get to the meme for sure. Yo.
You were trying to talk, and then all I saw was. Okay, wait, continue.
But apparently, it's like I'm not saying like it's a good business practice, but like for Epstein, it worked because like let me explain what he would do. Like I don't know it all either, but just from what I know, like what Daddy Huberman was saying, the idea that rich people can get whatever they want, that's a given. But what they can't get, what rich people can't get easily, is reputation. And what's a good way to build up your reputation? By making yourself look smarter, make yourself look more of an upstanding citizen, an intellectual. And what's a good way of doing that? Being around smart people
who are
exactly that, right?
Yeah.
So Epstein would take the money investment and take the money from his clients and invest it into things that could be possibly tax write-offs by donating to like big research university research laboratories, and that's like huge money grants, like millions of dollars to these universities and research facilities who are doing research on important science shit.
Yeah.
And when you're a university or a research facility that is like requires a lot of money to maintain and further your work, you're like you get an invitational or you get an offer for this kind of thing for that kind of amount of money. You're like, damn, this is not money to fucking shy away from.
No, this
what
is,
does he want?
Yeah, like
he wants us to fucking go have a dinner at some place with this dude.
Oh, you drop everything and go.
Yeah. You're taking the money.
Yeah. Basically, like what Jeffrey Epstein did is that he saw what the rich people wanted. He saw what the smart people wanted.
Yes.
He fucking
brought them together.
Put that bridge together, and he took the fucking cream off the top.
Wheelchair accessible bridge. So. It's true, but yeah, so he would make those connections.
And profit off of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's smart.
Smart.
I mean, in the fucking most twisted way.
Yeah, but like that was not the only thing he supplied for them.
Nope. No, it was not.
Nope. That he
But anyways,
the one bridge was not enough.
Nope.
Nope.
But that's why Stephen Hawking was pictured on the island because they wheeled him over there because of the grants that he was offered
basically it was like
by Epstein.
Epstein, yeah. So he.
I was trying to remember the name of the facility or the university that Hawking was a part of.
Harvard?
Or it was like a or maybe it was like or I can't remember if it was a conference of physicists that they had going on there, and he was funding them, and he was like, "Oh, come to this conference.
Yeah,
I'm offering this kind of money to your guys' foundations, research centers, universities."
Yeah, I think it was like a conference. They'd showcase the work, and then the investors were there to see what they wanted to invest in.
Yeah,
and then like there's probably like an entry fee, and that's how Epstein made money.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then he'd make money under the table.
Yeah,
with underage.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, but the meme was that
get to the meme.
Apparently, there's this meme going around that a lot of people have been taking at face value and being like, "Oh, this is literally unsealed screenshots of the unsealed documents." But apparently, the person who made the meme out of it took a screenshot of him at the island, and then put a picture, a screenshot of like the similar typewriting as a font as the unsealed documents, and it was writing in like questionnaire. It was like, "Oh, did you see Stephen Hawking at the island? Was he frequented at the island?" He was like, "Yes." Stephen Hawking at one point came to the island and requested that they had little people be undressed and solve complex equations high up on a chalkboard.
And it's like something like on a chalkboard that they struggled to reach.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
I'm like,
yo, Stephen Hawking can't even reach that chalkboard, yo. What the fuck, man?
What? How absurd is that?
This was later confirmed that this was fake.
Yeah, I looked it up later, and apparently it's fake. But, I mean, I want to read exactly what it said again, yo. Okay, Zed. Question. Hold on 1 second. Wait, are you telling me that Stephen Hawking frequented the island for pleasure? Answer. Yes, Jeffrey loved to have intellectuals visit the island so he could reward them for their hard work for humanity and for other darker reasons. Question. Did Jeffrey ever talk to you about Stephen Hawking's proclivities? Answer. Yes. He liked watching undressed midgets solve complex equations on a too high up chalkboard. Sir! Yes, sir! Sir! No! No!
Don't do our boy Steven like that,
Dr. Stevens. Talking about Dr. Stephen Strange.
I'm not gonna lie, I did believe it at first and I lost a decent amount of respect for Steven, but after doing further research, there's the faith was restored, but the jokes were not.
The jokes were not redacted.
Were not redacted and not forgotten.
No. And also, I didn't realize, like, at first I was like, whoa, that's fucking crazy. And then we found out that it was fake. But then on top of that, we found out that other nugget that he was divorced from his wife because he cheated.
A cheating scandal. Yeah.
With his aide.
Yeah. This man rizzed the aide with buttons attached to voices.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect. I'm in a rolling chair. You look pretty today. Wonder what you look like under that uniform.
Take off the dress. Take off the dress. Oh my god.
That's so bad. Oh my god. I can't believe we did that.
I'm hard. I'm
Did
hard.
he get hard though? Huh? What did he have? Wait, I have to find out now. I just need to know. I need to know, James. This is okay. What disorder did Stephen Hawking have? Okay, he had ALS.
ALS.
So, I'm going to copy this because I'm not going to remember how to spell that. Okay.
Also, if you or your family member, or you know anybody who's suffered with ALS, this is no disrespect in any regards to anybody with disabilities or having the disease ALS.
This is just curiosity. This is just straight at I'm just asking a question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And our jokes were directed directly to the absurdity
of the meme.
Of the meme and the fucking ego that this man must have had have been like.
If you're mad at us for making fun of, oh my god, the button shit, he cheated on his wife. Are you gonna get mad at us just making jokes on a podcast, or are you gonna get mad at someone who broke someone's heart in a dedicated marriage?
Mm-hmm. Literally,
think about that.
I don't know that much about him directly, but I did watch the movie Theory of Everything a long time ago. But from my understanding, she was by his side before he was diagnosed, during, and while he was diagnosed for so long. So she was day one with him for so long. She didn't
even join in at the end. She was there beginning, so she knew what was, she knew what is, and she knew what was gonna be.
Yeah.
She still stayed,
And no matter how many times he was being a fucking asshole about him being a fucking smart ass or whatever, we get it. Yes, you are an intelligent. You know you know a lot of shit.
Yeah. But apparently you didn't know not to cheat on your wife.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Okay.
Again, if you are in a relationship where it is openly communicated and understood that it is an open relationship, that is different. When the relationship dynamics are different and are consensual and agreed upon, that's totally different.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Oh no, I'm talking about he cheated, right?
Yes.
And cheating is always looked down upon, especially if it's in a monogamous relationship.
Yes.
But then if they had, I was saying if it was in an open relationship where the if they was agreed that you can see other partners, then that's completely if the dynamic is completely different.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Go have that threesome,
yeah.
Fuck.
Whatever. That's all I was saying. I was just saying that.
So basically, James was saying is you can have a threesome if it's okay with everyone.
It's dude, Stephen Hawking just had to communicate with his wife.
Yeah. It's just I want to fuck this person. Do you want to fuck with me? And will you let me?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
If it's a no, there you go. You know.
Yeah.
Wait, you're gonna lie to your partner and say you're not attracted to? You're only attracted to your partner, yo? Come on, yo. Okay, sorry. Back to this. Although, I searched up if people with ALS can have sex, because I am very curious about Stephen Hawking cheating on his wife. Mm-hmm. So, although sexual function is not directly affected by the disease process, several patients have reported problems with their sexual relationship. I think a wheelchair will do that. We performed a questionnaire survey to ascertain the extent. I've never used the word ascertain before. Ascertain the extent and clinical.
You said aspartame, the shit that's supposed to be in soda.
The fucking sugar replacement. The clinical relevance of sexual problems experienced by patients with ALS and their partners. So I guess he could have gotten hard. Okay, we're not gonna get. Oh my god, we're not gonna get into that. But you learn something new every day, guys.
What? Did you just type in how to have sex with ALS?
No, I just typed in that, and now I'm curious now too. But I just asked if people. I typed in, can people with ALS have sex? That's what I typed in. No, we're not gonna. Should we check Google? I'm already thinking about it. Google. Our search history is gonna be fucking weird, but how to have
Wait, what?
oral?
How about that second one? How about the second one?
Ah. Hey. Again, ALS is a very serious thing. This is purely out of curiosity.
I actually don't know. I hadn't heard of many people in my spheres of influence who
Have
has
ALS?
had ALS
Me neither.
before.
Who was So it has an effect on nerves and muscle and respiratory function. So you're
Right.
telling me that you can't move, and also you're gonna need you'd probably need a non-invasive positive pressure ventilation system to help you breathe, depending on your case.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I don't know why the song by The Weeknd came into mind. Take My Breath. Take my breath away and make it last forever, babe.
Turn off the fucking nipiv.
Babe.
Plug it in.
Plug it in.
Plug it in. That was so.
Or babe. Need air. Need air.
I didn't realize that episode 62 is going to be the last one. The last one. You're getting cancelled for this one, James. Okay, I'm going to close that before someone sees that. Okay.
I'm going out with a bang.
Oh, boy.
Wait, didn't he, wasn't he, the first people... No, never mind. I was thinking about, Big Bang Theory or something like that. He was, I was gonna say...
Were you going to say, Cosmopolitan or something? That's a magazine.
I was gonna say, he was a cosmologist, right?
I think
he
so.
studied the
The cosmos?
But then I was thinking, what's the one for cosmetics?
Esthetician? No.
I know, but isn't there another one
Maybe it's a cosmetologist?
cosmetologist?
Cosmetologist? I don't know, but wow, you really
I'm stupid, yo. I ain't him, yo.
I'm not that much better, so
I didn't need to be in a fucking wheelchair to be stupid, yo. I'm already stupid, yo.
our brain's in a wheelchair, yo. You either get the brain wheelchair or the real life one. You have to choose. Actually, you don't really get to choose. You kind of just get dealt the hands you get dealt the cards you're dealt with. See, I had
You're pressing the wrong button.
I think we've said Stephen Hawking more than Jeffrey Epstein now, but
Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein, pretty fucking wild, yo. I didn't think that there was I knew that he had a lot of clients and a lot of ties with high-ranking government officials and powerful, wealthy people. But I didn't realize the extent of how many lives of women, especially underage girls, that were affected by his decisions and sick fantasies that also took heavy advantage of their innocence and their lives as a whole.
That was... Yeah, that... He changed, like, hundreds of people's lives.
In a negative way.
In a negative way. Like,
very negative way.
Oh, God. Sorry, just Stephen Hawking. I can't. Oh, why did we do that? We're gonna get canceled, James. Oh my god.
Then I would also like the Instagram account that I saw that off of to be canceled as well.
What was the Instagram account again? It was like the Six Buzz one?
Six Buzz TV.
Six Buzz TV, yeah. Oh.
Yeah. The thing with Ghislaine Maxwell was that quote that I read to you earlier.
Which one again?
When she was, because she was already in prison at this point. She's already in prison, and she tried to make tried to twist it on like its head, being as trying to stand as like a feminist girly, and she was like,
"Oh my god,
we're focusing so much on all these crimes that these men have committed, and the only person who's in jail is the woman." I'm like,
no shit.
Yeah.
You helped the guy. The guy
is dead.
The guy is dead, and the guy was the problem. And did you help the problem, or did you try to solve the problem? You definitely didn't try to solve shit, yo.
You helped the problem, and you were part of the problem.
You solved his problem of him wanting underage girls for sex.
Yeah. And you did too. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's even crazier.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She was charged with sexual abuse.
She would like be friendly with the girls, help recruit them, and then get involved abusively in some of the acts that would happen. Obviously not everything, but it's still crazy that she's grasping for straws, trying to be like, okay, how can I make stuff?
We gotta pull this card.
I'm a woman, you know.
Yeah, it's like, just like, wow.
Like, it doesn't matter what your fucking gender is if you're fucking accused and proven to have been guilty of that shit, bro.
You still did the wrong thing. Like, this just makes her look even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, dude, come on. Speaking of Jeffrey Epstein being dead, the theories around that are interesting. Like, Supermax prison, like, obviously, yeah, it is understaffed and staffed by not the smartest people, apparently. It's just like all the stars aligned for the 3 days he was there. It's like the guards were asleep, the cameras weren't working, and he somehow hung himself.
Yeah, I heard apparently the regulation before they moved him to that specific holding cell or whatever fucking prison cell that he was in. Apparently, it was supposed to be that like a prison guard would always be looking. Like, obviously, there's a camera monitoring his cell for sure, but then there's supposed to be a guard that would keep watch every 30 minutes, because he was on suicide watch. But then for some reason, those guards fell asleep. For some reason, the cameras weren't working, like you were saying. So like I was saying earlier, I don't think like, also added on to the fact that you were saying how he wrote his he transferred all of his fucking assets to his brothers into his brother's name. What, 2 days before he
2 days before
he committed suicide? It's like that on top of the fact that like all of these coincidental malfunctions or lack of due process were happening, that who's to say that it's not out of the realm of possibility that he would have the money and influence to be like, hey, I'm going, if I'm going down and there's looking like there's no way my wealth or spheres of influence can fucking get me out of this shit, then why not I bribe my way into getting a window of time where I can fucking end it, because they're gonna fucking roast me.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm a pussy bitch, so I'll fucking end it quick. I'm not gonna give them what they deserve, what they want.
Mm-hmm. Like, he wasn't gonna survive
No way.
in a fucking supermax prison, because I'm pretty sure, like, the worst thing to be besides a cop is to be like a child predator. Because those what's it called? Some of those fucking people in jail did the things they did for their children. So it's just like, if you're someone who fucks kids up, oh, you're getting fucked, bro.
Yeah.
Like, good luck. And he knew he wasn't going to survive, so. Yeah. But there's also, the one conspiracy that was on the documentary was, like, the way one of his tailbones was broken is that, or not tailbone, like, there's a windpipe or something.
Windpipe?
The way it was broken, like, it would have been impossible from, like, hanging yourself. Like, it was broken in, like, 3 places, basically. So it was, like, someone had, like, strangled him or something. Or otherwise. But there's that. So it's someone did that to him. 2, this is my theory, but also probably most far-fetched, but if his death was faked, and then when they brought out that body into the coroner's van, and that was actually his escape route, like $557 million, I feel like a part of that could break you out of the prison and pay for a cadaver, but that's neither here nor there, right?
Yeah.
So there's that. Another theory I had was that he was connected with big people, so obviously he had leverage that could take them down. So now that he was in the vulnerable position, all he had to do was, like, hey, I could tell you a little bit about Bill Clinton or Donald Trump or Alan Dershowitz or something like that. That's all it would take, and then they would be fucked too. Like, he's going down, I'm taking all these fuckers with me.
Mm-hmm.
So one of them could have orchestrated a hit. So again, neither here nor there, right?
Neither here nor there.
So I don't know. Did you hear any other theories or have any of your own?
No, other than the fact that, like, he could have paid his way to to having that opening for him to take his own life, or that window of time being orchestrated by one of the many powerful names that he could have had been blackmailing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're right. Maybe he was going to fucking rat, and then the other big names that could have been exposed would have been like, fuck, we couldn't touch him otherwise, but now we can fucking touch him inside of this prison.
Yeah, so now it's now or never, or else we're done too. Like, who's to say that because in that jail with his sentence, he has nothing to lose now.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, the only thing he has to gain is, like, less of a sentence if he exposes other people of major caliber.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that seems the most likely to me. Or his brother could have broken him out, and then Yeah, because he got $557 million worth of assets and shit. So, I don't know.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money to do a lot of things.
For fucking building wheelchair accessible bridges, man. That's fucking crazy.
And chalkboards that are too high.
Like, it's crazy, man.
It's crazy, man. Oh, God.
This universe, man.
Yep.
I think one thing that like stood out to me, that I kind of like reflected on about this whole thing was like this obsession that with like underage girls.
Yeah. Like, some of them were 14, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what the
Like, it's crazy. And I think it speaks, because I saw this TikTok more recently, a couple weeks back, when I was thinking about this. And the TikTok was talking about how like there's like this, I don't know, it's not like a huge controversy, but like how people are like bashing each other for like having preferences, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, this is like a double standard when like girls say they want this, and this, but then when a guy says they want this, and this, it's a fucking double standard, right? But then whatever. A lot of the attributes that people bring up can be quite trivial or surface level.
Mm-hmm.
But then more notably, when you bring up the idea of age disparity between you and a potential partner, it speaks more to like your mental immaturity than anything. Because like it was like, oh, I want a girl who's submissive or malleable to my leadership. It's like, dude, you just basically fucking want someone who doesn't have enough life experience or doesn't have enough of an opinion or have enough independent stability so that you can feed the opinion and the person that you want them to be, while also being their only source of stability in their life. Like, how fragile of a man do you have to be to yearn for that in order to feel secure and respected as a man, you know?
He's trying to make it up in the fucking worst ways instead of actually being a man.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I'll just make these girls think that I'm a man.
Yeah.
Or make them treat me like a man because they won't say otherwise.
Like, it's one thing to have like to be like, oh, I like a girl who looks like this, or is like this height, or is from this ethnic background, or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or likes this kind of thing, or that kind of thing, or like does this as a hobby, likes this or that. But then if you're going for like if you're looking specifically for someone who's like has so much life to live left compared to you, and clearly lacks the mental maturity
to know otherwise, yeah,
is fucking speaks more about who you are as a person. And that goes both ways. But I'm just saying, like, on social media, I see more of it being the case with guys grasping for that sense of control, you know?
Yeah. And it's just, yeah, as much as you try to mask it, it's just like, yeah, but you're also going for this fucking, this other person doesn't know any better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Just like, come on, man. We know what you're doing here.
Yeah.
And we know why. And and again, that's just on them, because it's just like, that just goes to show what's going on up here, yo. It's a wheelchair in there, yo.
It's like, what kind of fucking mental dynamic do you want to have with your partner? Like, you want to be a fucking caregiver, bro? Like, you want to be a fucking...
You're their parent at that point.
You want to be their parent, bro?
Oy.
They take call me daddy to the ultimate level in that sense.
You're literally like, if you're not daddy to them, you're actually like, oh, you're my father figure.
Yeah, you're my guardian.
Yeah, guardian. Yeah. Wow.
Like, it's even crazy. Like, I've heard of cases where where young girls are involved in like abusive relationships like that, with like wide age disparity, or if they're like involved in like prostitution or human trafficking, and they have like an older male to like look after them, or to like make sure they don't speak out of line. It's like crazy that like when they're put into those situations, the male figure acts as if they're like an uncle, or like an older cousin, or like a father, or like stepdad. It's like, even that is like already like, dang, that's fucking crazy that like you're able to like step into that role so easily when you're taking advantage of this teen, this young girl,
just someone that's like looking up to you.
Yeah, or is like has no choice but to lean to depend on you in the most toxic fucking way.
And that just skews them emotionally too, because it's just like, oh, they're taking care of me, but they're also making me do things that doesn't feel right.
Yeah, and then that's how you get like this fucking on the other side of that, like this skewed view of men, women's view of men, right? Being like, oh, all men are trash. This is what all of them are about, because of like their own subjective experiences.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
because of the actions of men as well.
It's just a sad situation.
We're all Delulu, man. We're all Delulu.
Delulu?
Yeah. You ever heard that? Delusional?
Yes, but
Delulu?
Where did that come from?
You haven't heard that?
I have. I'm just curious where that started.
I don't know.
Delulu?
Yeah.
I love that word.
I saw this one girl, it was like jokes. She was like, okay guys, I need you guys to rate my outfit. Is this fire or am I Delulu? And then the comments were like flaming her, but also like or hyping her up, and she's like, oh, I don't know what to think anymore. I'm gonna change.
Delulu.
Yeah, I like that word, yo.
I like that word, yeah. Jeff Epstein. Delulu out of his mind.
Delulu for sure, yo.
Delulu, yo. He put the de in Delulu.
Yeah.
God. That wasn't really the best coverage on Jeffrey Epstein, but we did give you a warning. This was a toe tickler of
Yeah, we definitely waded in the water. Like, I think I'm about chest deep. That was like maybe what chest deep, belly button deep.
I say belly button.
Nipple height.
You know where like your boob ends and then the stomach starts? Right there.
Right
yeah,
there.
I don't know what that line is called.
Yeah.
I
know definitely this Stephen Hawking arc was definitely when we were like balls deep, yo. Like, waist deep.
Yeah.
Waist down. That was like waist down. Yeah, that was but we made it. We made it. We're here. We're here.
This is another.
Again, we do not stan Jeffrey Epstein.
No.
Or anybody that is yet to be exposed or has already been exposed with being associated with Jeffrey Epstein or the abuse of young underage women, girls at the time.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
It's so sad because it's like literally like I think one of the victims was like what, a young girl at the time, so like early 2000s,
literally 13,
early like or 13 years old at like say like
yeah,
1998, and yeah, she only now after you've literally lived half your life, and it's like, oh, finally there was a glimpse of justice, maybe for a couple, like for a little bit, and then he committed suicide, or
yeah, allegedly
committed suicide.
I'll use that word,
Alleged
for sure.
That was definitely a word tossed around during that whole case. Yeah, alleged. Dude. Fuck. Man. Do you hear about... Sorry. There's one more thing about Alex Acosta, because I really don't like that guy. He also just looks like a suck-up. Like fucking like cock and balls in his mouth suck-up type shit. Like in the straight up like fucking like rim job suck up type shit, like sucking the dingleberries out of Epstein's ass type shit. So he became like the labor chief of labor for the Senate or something, whatever, right? Do you remember when he like, I don't know if you remember the part where he stepped down or he was forced to resign? The FBI forced him to resign or something. Okay. Because of the allegations against him when they reopened the case. Right. And he was just like, I'm doing this for my country. Like, I know this is like not what I wanted or something, but it was just such a sorry ass like what's it called? There's no saving. There's no other explanation to his resignation besides you got this job because you sucked up to Jeffrey Epstein and let him get away with shit. And it was just like, I forgot what his explanation was, but it was so like you know what? I'm going to find it for you because I need you to watch this. I'll crop this out, the searching part, but where is this part? Sorry, I'm still scrubbing. Oh. Oh, I found it.
Her office was doing a better investigation than his office did, and charges are brought by the Southern District in Florida. But unfortunately, Secretary of Labor Alex Acosta cut Epstein a sweetheart deal. While Acosta was a U.S. attorney in Florida in 2008, I am calling on Secretary Acosta to resign.
Here's Acosta now. This sorry ass.
Let me start by reiterating that I'm pleased that the New York prosecution is going forward. They brought these charges based on new evidence against Jeffrey Epstein, who is now a registered sex offender. And this is a very, very good thing.
It's quite unbelievable that Mr. Acosta could get up there with a straight face and talk about how he's happy that new charges are brought by the Southern District of New York, which means essentially Mr. Acosta is admitting that it's wonderful that another district office was doing a better investigation than his office did and found more victims than he did.
Dumbass.
I called the president this morning. I told him that I thought the right thing was to step aside. I do not think it is right and fair for this administration's labor department to have Epstein as the bogey.
This is just totally a bunch of bullshit.
That's the investigator.
It's selfish for me to stay in this position.
He knows that we know now that this case was never an ultimatum to Jeffrey Epstein. That this was an indictment that the federal government had against him that they decided not to go forward with. And now I know why he resigned today, because he knew within 24 hours the real people that knew the truth were going to come forward and say that Mr. Acosta, you're full of shit. That's not what happened. Excuse my French.
We did everything right, and they indicted me. Have you ever heard that meme of Donald Trump?
No. It sounds on par though.
I did everything right, and they indicted me. Bro.
You're just missing the comb over, bro. Holy shit.
Anyways, one of the people that like I was following, where I was like kind of exposed to like this fucked up, like one of the TikTokers I follow, like he exposes or uncovers like really weird shit that goes on in like Hollywood or like with politicians, especially with like a focus on like either it's like fetishizing like people of like color, or like more notably or more commonly underage partners, especially male to younger female. Anyways, his name's Domo Draper. Yeah, on TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah, gang.
Interesting. Domo Draper.
Yeah, maybe I'll show you.
Show me a clip, yo. Shit.
Trying to find one of someone that you might know.
Craving pizza, bro.
Pizza?
Like Costco pizza. The whole thing of those right now.
A whole box of Costco pizza?
Oh fuck. So what kind of videos does he do again? He
There's a playlist that he has called "Once Upon a Time in Hollyweird."
I'm gonna play with this again. Yeah. You guys have ever tried these heat packs? Very essential when you live out in cold places. It's in your glove. It's a little heat pack. Keep you warm and cozy when you're outdoors. Keep those dogs nice and warm. Do you put these in your shoes, bro?
Hmm?
Do you put these in your shoes?
I do sometimes, yeah.
That's good. My toes get cold so fast, yo.
Okay.
Once.
Yeah.
If this is your 6th time asking me, this guy must be pure evil. I'll be back. Machine Gun Kelly need his ass beat. You're not obligated. It's a little corny, but it's more fun when you sing along. Once upon a time in Hollyweird.
Machine Gun Kelly may be loved by Megan Fox, but a lot of people hate him, so here are 5 reasons why everyone hates Machine Gun Kelly. First is his creepy, disgusting, predatory behavior towards children. He has a terrifying past of expressing interest in them by doing things like tweeting, "I wish 13, 14, 15-year-old girls weren't allowed to be so hot," amongst others. Number 2 are his jail-worthy comments about a 17-year-old Kendall Jenner. When he was 21, he said Kendall Jenner was his celebrity crush, and he's not counting down the days till she's 18. He's going to get her now. And he said it's not creepy because he's not a creepy age, and she's a celebrity, so there's no limits there, right?
I ain't gonna hold you. If I was this guy, we'd have to fight. I'd have to fight you.
30 made even more jail-worthy comments about Eminem's 16-year-old daughter at the time. He disgustingly tweeted when he was 20 years old, "I saw a photo of Eminem's daughter, and all I have to say is she's hot as fuck, respectfully."
You know how you know Machine Gun Kelly's a bitch? You wouldn't say that if Eminem was in the room. You wouldn't say that out loud out your mouth if Eminem was in the room. Why tweet it? Now that Eminem is coming up in the mix, it makes me wonder what your real name is, Machine Gun Kelly. It better not be Clarence. I'll be back. Your name is Colson Baker? That's worse than Clarence with really nice parents. Colson Baker would be a rapper that would suck and then get his ass handed to him by Eminem and then start talking shit about his daughter because he can't beat him in the rap. So he becomes a pedo. And Colson Baker would be that guy. This shit ain't funny.
Number 4, Eminem did not like that. He said, "What the fuck, man? Better chill." This led to a whole feud between them where Machine Gun Kelly said that he's the greatest rapper alive since Eminem. Eminem thought that was a joke and said, "Do you think I give a fuck about you? Do you know how many fucking rappers are better than you? You're not even in that conversation."
You sound like a bitch. Shut the fuck up.
Your fans become your haters.
You done?
Beards,
When your fans become your haters.
Rihanna just sent me on a text. Last night I left hickeys on her neck. Wait, you just dissed me? I'm perplexed. Insult me in a line, compliment me on the next. Damn, I'm really sorry you want me to have a heart attack. Just watching 8 Mile on my Naughty track. Realized I forgot to call you back. Here's that autograph for your daughter. I wrote it on the starter cap. Stan.
Stop. He called him Stan. Is this why Machine Gun Kelly just quit rap altogether? Machine Gun Kelly at home talking about, "My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why. I got out of bed at all.
Disgusting fetishizing comments about black women, saying that his daughter was basically only black because black women are best in the bed. This was during an interview, and when a black woman tried to step in and confront him, he went off on her. Bitch, walk the fuck away then, you fucking dirty dick, bitch. Bitch.
Ooh, that boy talking spicy because he got the complexion for the protection.
Walk the fuck away then, you fucking
Complexion for the protection is crazy.
That's-
dirty dick, bitch. Bitch. Weak ass dress, fake ass Louis Vuitton purse.
Ooh, boy. Stay your ass behind them Hollywood gates. Stay your ass back there.
His new documentary, he revealed some very unsettling information once again about him and Megan's relationship. And trigger warning because it is very dark. He talked about going through a very dark time after losing his father, but there was one incident where he called Megan up because she was gone for a movie. He was freaking out. There were illicit substances involved in this. He put a GUN in his mouth, threatened to unalive himself, screaming at Megan, saying, "You weren't here for me."
You know what? I don't believe him. I bet you won't do it. I bet you will never do it. I think it's all a show. You gotta show me. I don't think you'll do it. I don't think you'll do it. Do it. Once upon a time.
Yeah, he does that. Like another series that I like watching from him is like he does like he reviews movies, but then like he does it from like two from himself, like he's like watching it with himself.
Yeah.
Like two different like angles of himself like talking, right? Like it's two versions of himself in a room.
Yeah.
And like he kind of reviews movies where there's like an ulterior motive behind it. He's like, whoa, that's kind of weird. What are they trying to suggest with this choice, this line of dialogue, this shot, these colors, right? This casting choice, right?
Interesting.
Yeah, pretty cool.
What's his name again?
Domo Draper.
Interesting.
Yes, sir.
That Machine Gun Kelly shit is. I hope Megan's not still with him.
No, they broke up earlier last year.
I wonder why.
I wonder why too. Yeah.
Well, on that note, we should do some reactions to people on the Hollywood list. That would be fun. But we won't do it today because we're an hour and a half into this episode.
Damn.
So, till next time, y'all.
Stay warm, little hotties.
Stay warm. Yeah. I don't even know what to say about Mr. Epstein. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Well, if you have any other Epstein details that you think we should know or talk about or anything, comment, DM.
Yeah.
You know what to do. Till next time.
Or even link some more thorough sources.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because I only watched the documentary.
I only watched a couple of YouTube videos. So.
Yeah. So maybe we'll have a part 2. Maybe we'll talk about Jokoy at the Golden Globes.
We're all Bobo here, yo.
We're all Bobo here, yo. Fuck. Okay. Till next time, yo. Peace, yo. Oh my god. Where's my mouse?